My name is Rittika, and today I am the title of my talk session is Age and Interface Equipping Older Adults with Technology. This project is created and dedicated in the loving memory of my late grandparents, Mrs. Sarita Chaudhary and Mr. Shudri Chandra Chaudhary. Now we are going to look at some statistics. In 2015, according to a survey conducted by Pew Research Center, 11% of seniors are not confident to use computers, smartphones, or electronic devices. After 6 years, the same research center stated that only 8% of older adults are using internet in contrast to 48% of younger adults being netizens. It is being observed that seniors are the least inclined demography towards digital applications. What these statistics are trying to indicate us that seniors aged 60 years and above are uncomfortable using new technologies. We also observe our grandparents struggling to use the mobile phones or smartphones. They lack digital literacy skills and are unaware of their digital rights. We are going to look at some terminologies like digital literacy. It refers to the ability to use, operate, and have knowledge of digital mediums. It includes mobile literacy and computer literacy. A user is called digital citizen when he or she is capable of writing emails, editing online documents, accessing information, and networking via digital tools. He or she will be able to create, share, consume digital content easily. While netizens refer to individuals who uses the internet frequently. Now, let's look at computer anxiety. Technophobia is defined as the irrational fear and unease towards using modern technology, while computer anxiety refers to the negative attitude towards computers. Many older adults or seniors have misconceptions about technologies and are affected by technophobia or computer anxiety. Hence, they avoid using new gadgets. Now, we have to think why is it difficult for older adults or seniors or elderly people to use digital devices? What aging factors prevents them from becoming proficient digital citizens? And also, how can we make seniors more tech savvy and help them to embrace modern technology? With age, the lens in the human eye loses its flexibility and unable to see nearby objects, a condition called presbyopia. Hence, they face difficulty in identifying different shades of blues, greens, or purples or tracking fast cursor movements. They also face problems in hearing the audio instructions. Hence, we as designers should not use designs with small fonts or thin typefaces. Design a system where the older adults or elderly browsers can change the font sizes. Rely on multiple sensory outputs. In case audio is involved, implement the option of subtitles. Text should not be smaller than 14 point size and larger text should always be 18 points or above. Speak at a slow than normal pace and use non-verbal communication means like hand gestures, facial expressions. Speaking slowly will allow older adults to the time to absorb the information and understand. Older people have slower reflexes and deteriorating motor skills. They face difficulty to press small buttons or respond quickly. Older generations take long time to respond and think. Hence, we as designers should be designing CTS or buttons that should be sized for 48 pixels and above. The device should not require rapid input or precise input. It should also allow human errors. Teach on one-to-one basis since every senior's learning need is different. You may teach them about customizing accessibility features in their smartphones like increasing the color contrast or using the magnifier feature or using the talk aloud feature. With age, memory deteriorates in a person. Elderly people find it difficult to memorize complex new concepts. They also prefer systems that help them to remember things, like the reminder option in smartphones or planning using the Google Calendar. Avoid using features that need advanced technical knowledge and do not use lengthy texts. Sufficient time breaks should be provided to sustain the attention span and focus of older adults. Memorizing strategies should be applied like association, localization, and repetition techniques. Example password hints or reset password links always provide pictures and more visuals for better communication. Older adults will prefer using devices that matches their habits. They would prefer large screen tablet with naked eye than a small screen phone with glasses. Keep your designs simple, affordable, seamless, and user friendly. While Gerontechnology, or okay, let's learn about this term. Gerontology is the science of aging and the problems associated with old age. While gerontechnology, this term was devised by Professor Jan Graffens in 1989. It is the portmanteau of gerontology and technology. Gerontological design are created by the amalgamation of gerontology and design thinking methodologies to help older population. The knowledge is applied in medicine, nursing, academia, healthcare, and behavioral psychology. We will also focus at WCAG 2.1, which is the full form is Web Content Accessibility Guidelines, which is an online resource that states rules and standards to make web content more understandable, usable, accessible for users with special needs or users who are differently abled. It is a helpful guide that accommodates users with low vision, hearing loss, learning disabilities, and other forms of disabilities. Let's take a look at these two terms, gerontechnology and gerontological design. How I conducted research for this project, I volunteered for 7 to 8 months at TechSurfto to interact with senior citizens. TechSurfto is a Canadian NGO devoted to teaching older adults about the usage of technology. They connect tech savvy volunteers like the younger counterparts with older adults who lack digital literacy tools and skills. Okay. Let's learn about some of the advantages to teach older adults about technology tools. By educating older adults with digital literacy, they will be able to exercise their digital rights, moreover, their right to free and safe internet, which is a fundamental right. Seniors can connect, receive, and express themselves or extend love and support to younger adults using social networking platforms. Elderly digital citizens can now share vast knowledge, wisdom, and their expertise via online. Elderly users will gain the ability to perform an array of tasks like learning new skills from YouTube tutorials, online shopping, ordering online groceries, medicines, or even accessing entertainment like watching movies. The older population needs to dismantle their apprehension and biases towards technology. Moreover, self exploration will ignite sparks of curiosity among the seniors and facilitate them to try using new media tools for their benefit. Hence, it will help in eradicating the technophobia or misconceptions that are surrounding with regard to using technology. Computer anxiety will also get eradicated. Older adults can now feel a sense of belonging in the virtual world. It will provide them equal access, promote healthy aging, which is defined by WHO as the process of developing and maintaining the functional ability that enables well being in older adults. Hence, it will inculcate a culture of inclusivity. Lastly, or not the sorry, he or she will be able to create, share, and consume digital content with ease and responsibility. A digital footprint grows in many ways. For example, posting on social media, subscribing to the newsletter, leaving an online review, or etc. The digital footprints of the older adults will subsequently increase. Now, I will be talking about a toolkit to promote digital literacy. It contains of two parts. The first part is a basic introduction to digital interfaces and presents a step-by-step guide to install mobile applications. The second part is a web-based tutorial platform that is an interactive web-based platform containing tutorials for older adults of performing various tasks on the computer. Let's for For interest of time, I've already preloaded the website. Before finalizing which task to be taught, mm, okay, give me a moment. Okay, the landing page shows some of the tools tips, which is a section that visual aids, guidance, helper text, and navigation information for the new user. Okay, let's quickly skip through the tool tips. Next. Now, let's take a look at this page. Each page is accompanied by a global header to ease the navigation. Right now, we are browsing the part 1 section, the handbook. Handbook tab is where they will learn about iconography, gestures, accessibility features, and ways to customize their user interface of the mobile phone. The speaker icons are provided as an audio feature for adults with low vision. Let's try activating one.
Beginner's Handbook, an introduction to user interface. This beginner's handbook is introduction to digital interfaces for the older adults. It includes basic descriptions of iconography, customizing accessibility features, process to install mobile applications and scan QR codes. This is designed to help Android users who are struggling to use smartphones.
When a user scrolls through the handbooks, he or she gets to know about user interface guidelines or the basic anatomy of any interface. Most importantly, the users are elderly adults. Many of the times they're unaware of uh, customizing the accessibility features in their mobile phones. Hence, trying to provide some fundamental ways like introducing them with the accessibility icons or what are the types of features they can actually customize. For example, if somebody is affected with low vision, he or she will be able to increase or decrease the text size, adjust the colors or magnifier feature, which allows the content to be seen in zoomed in versions. If someone affected by low hearing or hearing loss, he or she will be able to turn on the talk aloud feature, for example, or try the subtitles and to accommodate dexterity issues, he or she will be able to increase the tab sizes. Okay. And the last portion of the handbook basically introduces the user. He or she be able to install an app. The tutorial section section is one of the most important part of this digital literacy tools kit. This section contains step-by-step guidance on performing various tasks using smartphones and computers. The tasks are divided as per the levels of their complexity. While level 1 card and level 2 card are dedicated to teach mobile applications, level 3 card will tutor computer users. For example, making notes or browsing a topic is categorized under level 1, but a complicated task such as learning a new language or reading the news, um, writing your thoughts and ideas on the social media forums categorized under level 2. Suppose in level 1 someone wants to learn how to make notes.
Make notes.
And she can easily go over and read on the section. In case they are unable to read on the instructions of how to use or create new notes, they can tap on the pictures. Also, one more thing, all these colors are passing the AD compliance and are created with color safe. It is an online tool that helps in creating color palette with AA or AAA contrast.
Open Samsung Note app, default. Once opened, tap the plus icon to create a new note. Text is activated by default. Write your notes and tap Save. Once saved, the new note is visible in the dashboard.
Similarly, the users have different um, cards to see and explore what all things he or she will be able, he or she aspire on. Let's go level 2. Level 2 has categorized tasks like learning a language or tracking expenses, managing their finances, since most of the older populations are retired generations. So they are always budgeting, or they are always on a strict financial plan. Let's look at learning the language task, where they are learning how to install Duolingo or how to create their how to create their account using the mail account or any social media accounts. In case of learning a new language, they always have the options. Okay, I'm gonna go back to my presentation now. The other parts will contain popular mobile applications for beginners, and they are categorized in their respective domains. Okay, now going back to our presentation. This is a walkthrough video. Okay, I'm done with my present. Thank you everyone for your time and your patience.
Great. Thank you very much, Rittika. Really interesting concept. Some of the things that I wasn't aware of before, particularly around kind of just when you were saying your eyes start to be able to recognize shades of colors as well. Just something I wasn't aware of beforehand. So thank you for that. We do have a question come in from Steve saying like great, fantastic tool, and he really enjoyed it. But does educating seniors rely on or is there something that people who are working on products can do to try and help educate seniors themselves?
See, that's a very good question. I would always say it shouldn't depend on charity because older adults are integral part of any family or society. We all have our grandparents at home, so it should be the responsibility of each individual because we are the ones gaining at the end of the day, and ones because they're full of wisdom, expertise, and they will be always able to help us or guide us, especially in the pandemic times. A lot of older adults were unable to connect with the younger ones, and it was creating an emotional stress. So I would always say yes, like let's not see it as a philanthropic activity but as a responsibility, or it should come out of love.
Excellent. I like that. And anything tangible, is there anything that people can use, like you were showing us in that tool? Is there a way that they could maybe something similar to their products that kind of through? Have you seen anything successfully done like that?
I've seen a lot of Geron technologies out there. Like in my presentation, I have documented some. Like there is a called there's a Samsung tablet which is specifically for adults, and all the UI screens, or let's say all the visual elements are very enlarged and they're very seamless. They're like bite-sized information. Otherwise, there are a lot of Geron seniors, medical health apps are coming up, like Skin by Mayant, or there is a Boundary Care, which is helping older adults with faced with dementia or Alzheimer's disease.
Okay, great. It's good to some apps are taking it on board and starting to develop specifically for the needs of elder people. Let's see if there's any other questions come in from the audience. I don't think so. So I think we might just finish up a few minutes earlier. But thank you very much, Rittika, for sharing all of that. I was really interested in everything that you shared. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. Thank you.